Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, honey, good morning. Happy Monday to you, honey. Hello, Marguerite. Good morning. Hey, mama. Welcome, welcome. It's my godmom, y'all. I'm so excited today. Hello, B, for you to try 69. Hey, Julia. Hey, Neemeen. You guys are coming in fast and furious. Hey, Berry Project. Welcome to all of those of you who are new to the 5 a.m. Club as an early riser joining live, and welcome replay viewers. I'm Naketa Thigpen, your Women's Executive Balance Advisor, helping everyone to increase focus and infuse balance in their life and in their business, but that's a whole different scope. Good morning. I'm so excited. Thank you for the color. Is it like an AKA thing this morning? We got a lot of pink and green going on. That's awesome. There's some blue. Thank you. Thank you. Thigpen morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Annalise. Good morning. This is an awesome Monday. Are you guys feeling very epic? Are you feeling like this is an epic day, an epic week? The beginning of an epic October, and it's like 3 days. It's awesome. Good morning, Peters. Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. If you guys are new to 5 a.m. Club, because I'm seeing some new names that I'm unfamiliar with, that doesn't mean that you're brand new. You just might be joining in from your mobile for the first time, and it's showing me who you are. Throw up some emojis, something awesome, something dancing, something light, something just Monday morning like. I don't know. I'm excited. It's a good day. This is an epic day. I can't even begin to express it. I won't drop everything. I'll just tell you that it's awesome. That's all I'll say. Did you guys look at the subject line this morning, or did you just click and join in? I was like, who's this girl at 5 a.m.? Like, what is she doing Eastern Standard Time? Hello, Tola. Thank you. Welcome. Did you look at the subject line? If you didn't look at it right now. Neemeen, you said click and join. You just clicked and join. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You're getting the kids ready. You're doing a whole bunch of stuff. Although they probably don't have school today, right? Because the papal is just like, papal visit is over officially today at sometime this afternoon. Thanks for sharing, Marguerite. You're awesome. Thanks, Tage and Martin, for sharing. I'm excited. All right. This is all. You said you looked at it. Thank you. Yes, you are not alone. Thank you, Marguerite. I wait for you guys to look at it because I wonder if you're like reading and watching all these little funny, quirky emojis that I put in there. Oh, they are going to school. Oh, they are going to school. I'm not mad at that. Mine's are still off until Wednesday. I know. For those of you who don't know, I'm based in Philadelphia. We had the Pope visiting, and our whole entire city was turned upside down since roughly last Wednesday. He got here, I think, Friday, and he's leaving at some point today. So it's been crazy, and my kids have been home all the time. Oh, Lower Marion has school. I mean, that's awesome for those parents. I'm just waiting, waiting for my turn, Messiah's still home with me today. That's all I'm going to say. So today's scope, this week, the theme of this week, it's all about you not being alone. He already left last night. Oh, yeah. Oh, he left last night, Marguerite? I thought he left this morning. Why is the city still closed then? That's crazy. Thank you for that update, though. I thought he was leaving today. Well, Marguerite, I trust her, and she said, and I know he was staying at the Archdiocese not too far from her. So if he left last night, then that's awesome. So hopefully she'll go back first thing in the morning. Maybe they'll send me a note and take her back early tomorrow. Oh, for cleanup. That makes sense. The city was turned upside down. Okay. Makes sense. So, he said, yep, he's out. You are not alone. That is the theme this week. You are not alone. Hashtag. I speak in hashtags. It's like code. Naketa speak. I speak in hashtags. Unless you want to be. That's in life and in business. So you guys know, for those of you who were watching 5 a.m. Club, who were a part of it, whether replay viewers or early risers who joined live, we've talked a lot about reworking your network by reconnecting with people that are awesome people you just lost touch with. Not the toxic people you're trying to stir up anything, not those. And it's been on my heart and in my spirit for a while, this reconnection. Like we have to reconnect. And some are fresh connections. Some people you never met. But I also believe that there are a lot of people we're on the same wavelength with. My husband and I were having this conversation the other day. Have you ever thought of something? Just think of anything in your life. Maybe it was an idea, an innovation, a new way to wear an outfit, anything. You thought of something and you left it there. You never spoke it and you never executed it. And then days, months, weeks, sometimes hours later, you're walking down the street and you see your idea just the way you imagined it, whatever it was, whether it was a store, a dress, an outfit, you know, a meal that you thought you made up, a name of something you thought that you created. Like that happened to me with Careerpreneurs. Careerpreneurs was downloaded to me, which for me is a creative professional and entrepreneur. I totally thought I made that up, that I just received it. And I was going with it. I wrote a book about it. I did all kinds of things. And then something told me to Google it. And I did. I was like, oh, there's 2 other books with that title. Now, they had 2 totally different meanings, somewhat in alignment with the fact that they were at least referencing entrepreneurs, but with a completely different definition. So there was no craziness. But I really thought I made it, like, you could not have convinced me that that was a real word that other people had used. But apparently it was. Has that ever happened to you? That's called being on the same wavelength. There are other people in this world that you're on the same wavelength with. You just are. Now, here's the threat. This is the threat. Those people on that wavelength receive very similar ideas, sometimes the same exact thing that you do at different times. Doesn't matter who received it first. One of you didn't execute. And that's why the other person moved forward with it. So the threat is when you receive something, purpose, passion, thought, idea, and you sit on it because you're stuck in this preparing for perfection mode that we all do. First partaker. They beat me to it several times. Ouch, I know. It happens to us a lot in different levels. First partaker. I am the perfect example of someone who, in my past life, I mean in my real life, but in the past, as in not today, would get stuck in trying to perfect things. It's a recipe for not completing. That's what it is. It's a recipe for not, I won't say for disaster, but for not completing. So when you're stuck in that because I'm a giver, I'm a creative, I'm an academic, I want everything to do, like I have this whole analytical creative thing that I do, and I'm preparing, I'm planning, I'm researching, I'm postponing, yes. I'm doing all these things to make it perfect. Meanwhile, someone else on my wavelength, out there in the universe, they're executing. And there might be like 100 of us, I don't know. Maybe I thought of it first, sat on it for whatever reason, didn't even start the research, opportunity, master, and procrastination, absolutely. Hey, E, welcome. Erica just joined us. Yes, and they just do it. And I think everybody does it in stages. There are other people who are thinking like you. Some took the thought and actually started to plan, and some took the thought, planned, and believed in it. Some took the thought, planned, believed, and actually did it. But somebody did it, right? So I want you to remember that you're not alone even in your awesomeness and in your creative ideas. Not just for business. Business, that's amazing. That's awesome. If you have a thought that's downloaded to you that could be a phenomenal business, that's amazing. But I'm not just talking about business. I'm talking about everything. Like waiting to write that course or ebook or whatever. Exactly. It could be your memoir, your story, some way that it would have impacted the world and helped other people. Not necessarily just for financial reasons, although that's awesome if you can impact and increase. That's awesome. Impact and increase. That makes for a better impact, a deeper impact, because you can help in other ways later when you have more money. Procrastination is my arch nemesis, because what if I learn something tomorrow that I want to have there? That's true. Absolutely. So here's the thing about procrastination. And I think I talked about this at 10X Focus, the balance and business scope. That's a very business specific scope for entrepreneurs. It was probably a couple weeks ago. I only do it twice a week, usually in the evening. Procrastination is awesome if you're good at it. You can actually use it to your advantage. Truly. I'm a procrastinator. Unfortunately, for me, I work really well under pressure. So what will happen is sometimes in the back of my mind, in my subconscious, I'm waiting for that extra burst of pressure because I know I'm going to kill it. It's unfortunate because I don't like all the anxiety, the frustration, and the stress that comes along beforehand because of all the waiting. I don't like it. I hate that feeling. It does all kinds of crazy things to my body. It's not good, but I do know I'm going to kill it. So what's the reward for me for doing something early if I know that if I procrastinate, I'm gonna ace it? Whatever it is, test, paper, idea, business plan, strategy, it's just all gonna come together. There's not a reward, right? Because you know that it's work for you. The problem really is for the people that it doesn't work for. Hey, Ashley, welcome. I hope you're feeling well, honey. I saw that you were healing in the hospital. I hope you're doing better. That's the music man, y'all. He's connected to everything in the world that's music. You're awesome. Hope you're really feeling better. I mean that. The problem is if you're not good at procrastinating. Like, I'm not going to say who because he'll be offended and he came out of my body. That's all I'll say. He's not good at procrastinating. That's not his thing. He waits until the last minute. He does that, and he doesn't kill it. He doesn't. It doesn't work for him at all. At all. But he does it anyway. That if you are stop it. If you're that person, don't procrastinate. It's not in your bag of goodies. You can't. It doesn't work for you. You need a new plan. Okay? You need a new one if it's not working. But if it does work for you, but you don't like all the uncomfortable things that come with it in terms of the stress, the anxiety, whatever your body might go through, the fact that you just cursed out your whole family because you have a deadline that you waited for and now all this pressure is building up, all those things that are happening, but it really does work for you, you really are good at it, unfortunately for you, you're really good at it, then you use it to your benefit. So you go through the process that works for you. For me, as an example, this is how I make procrastination work for me so that I can beat some of those people that are on my wavelength, okay, and get things done. You have to embrace the process and prepare the family. You do, but what you do is, say you have something due in 2 weeks. Just whatever it is, an assignment at work, a program, a paper, design, project, whatever. You have something due in 2 weeks that you didn't necessarily know was coming up. So this is a new thing, not something you knew of for months that's due in 2 weeks. This is just found out, due in 2 weeks. You know you have 5,000 other things on your list of things to do. You're going to put it to the end. That's just who you are. So what you do is you break it into components mentally. So you start to work on it. So if I have something due, a proposal, in 2 weeks, and I just found out about the opportunity today because I hung up with someone and they asked for it, and I'm like, okay, I'll give it to you in 2 weeks, you know, because the reality is I am out in the world meeting people, connecting, engaging, all that. I cannot give something to you in 24 hours because I'm not sitting at my desk. Then I need to start processing. I need to jot down, hopefully on like an Evernote, OneNote, or some kind of piece of paper, something, and set shorter deadlines, which is awesome. But you write down something in reference to what it is that you're thinking the moment you find out you have to do it. Because if you're good at procrastinating, you're also good at solutions. So design that outline of that solution in like 3, 4, 5 bullet points. Just put it down and then look at it. And then every couple days, look at it and add something that you want to break down. You're not writing anything. You're not really flushing it out. You're just kind of putting the pieces that you were already ruminating over anyway in the back of your head down. So then when you do it in the 11th hour, 2 days before, the night before, or the morning of, depending on how severe of a procrastinator you are, you actually can pull that thing out, whatever it is, that Evernote, that OneNote, that notebook, and you're looking at these little 4 or 5 bullet points that you have that are a little bit flushed out, maybe only in a sentence, and you're able to write that thing out because you actually have been solving it, putting together and planning it the whole time. You've actually tricked your brain into working for you instead of against you, and you're not nearly as stressed. Because the main thing for procrastinators is starting. It's not finishing. It's the start. There's some anxiety around the start, which is a whole different scope. But that's the start. But you've actually already started it. So you've tricked yourself into moving forward in your process. Takes out a bunch of anxiety. It's amazing. I've been doing it for years. No craziness, not being arrogant, but I crush it. Because it works for me. So try it. Just try it. Thank you, Ashley. I'm glad you like it. So, I'm looking at the time, being mindful, because I don't want you guys to procrastinate on whatever it is you have to do for the day. Thank you for the hearts. And somehow, like, when I get serious, you guys always just, like, stop tapping the screen. And that's always funny to me. I'm like, really? This is the time that you're supposed to be blowing it up? But with that said, you are not alone. There are people on your wavelength, and you have to remember that you have to implement whatever was downloaded to you, if it makes sense for you, if you're not afraid of it, so you can get going. We are focusing. I know, Nadine, You're so analytical. No, you're not. You're probably multitasking to get them kids out the house. Oh, you're at work. Okay. Or you're pretending to work. I hear that. I'm not mad at that at all. But I want you to consider that, especially if you're a procrastinator. If you're not a really good procrastinator, stop it. It's not your thing. You're actually doing stuff that you've postponed before. Oh, well, good. Well, I'm glad that you're in implementation mode because somebody else is going to get it done, right? Now, even for a real job, so to speak, and we don't do it, we will be let go and someone else will come in and do it. They may not do it as awesome as us, but they will do it. Blood moon and times for change. It is time for change, honey. You ain't never, ever, ever, ever lied. That was like wartime. When was wartime, y'all? 2 weeks ago? Put your war clothes on? 5 a.m. We were real serious about that one. Listening very intensely. Neen, I love you. You're so awesome. You guys are amazing. I want you to remember this whole week, we're going to be going in on you not being alone. Hashtag, unless you want to be. Today was all about remembering if you don't get it done, someone else will. Because at the end of the day, God is going to get the glory. Boom. I'm going to leave that right there. All right, Marguerite, go run. Go get it in. Hit the asphalt. Have an amazing run. I know you probably felt like you were like all kept up in the house this weekend because everything was shut down. It was hard to get anywhere. Have an awesome one. I will see you guys 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm excited about this week. I'm excited about this day, this moment, this hour. I am here, but I'm definitely excited about tomorrow. Reverend Thing, ladies and gents, yes. Reverend Thing, I love you. You're so awesome. Have a wonderful one, guys. Enjoy. If you caught it in the middle, just go watch the replay, and you can still engage and give hearts and love. And then go watch Balance Beam Podcast as you're supposed to be doing anyway. That's all I'm going to say about that one. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Thank you, Ashley. Have a wonderful, amazing, incredible, epic Monday. Now, I need to drink my peppermint tea because it's getting cold talking to y'all. And then I have to try to turn it off without getting peppermint oil on the screen. Thanks, E. I love you, girl. See you soon. Oh, I love you too. Have a good one. Mwah. Enjoy.